Hello, this is Mr. Rosero, and welcome to second grade geometry. It's a 5 lesson unit. Um, we will be doing lesson 1, which is the introduction and two-dimensional shapes. So those are two things that we'll be dealing with in lesson 1. The first lesson of this unit will be learning and identifying two-dimensional shapes. For example, a two-dimensional shape is a triangle. I will tell you a little bit about myself so you can know me a little better. I will tell you what programs you need to install as soon as possible, which are also listed in my website under the tab Geometry Course Requirements. Maybe make sure to have these programs installed, before we do anything, because they are really necessary. We will do a little icebreaker, and then we will do our first lesson. So first, I did a little about me video, just telling you a little bit about myself. So we're just gonna play it and let you hear it.
Parents, my name is Mr. Rosero, and I'll be teaching this geometry unit online. I am an aspiring online teacher, which means that I am training to teach online, and I have been doing that for the last year, and I really enjoy it, and I think it's going to be very uh, good for me to teach that way because there's so many new technology tools available. Um, so that's what I'm doing. That's why I do what I do. I was born in Quito, Ecuador. That's in a little country called in South America. It's by Peru and Colombia, but it's a very small country. And I was born there. I lived there until I was 5 years old, and then I moved here with my family, and I have lived in Mesa, Arizona ever since. Some things about me. I have a pet dog named Charlie. He is a golden retriever, and he's so much fun. I'll have to post a picture of him because he is so funny. And I think I have a picture of him somewhere in the About Me section, maybe. But he is a very great dog to have. He's so funny, and he loves kids. He loves everyone. What else can I tell you about me? My favorite food is steak and potatoes. Um, and for fun, I love watching movies, going out to the movies, or watching movies at home. I just love movies. Um, anyways, as far as my experience teaching, I have previously worked at an elementary school working with kids for 7 years. And my favorite class, when you guess it, were second graders. Um, we had a nickname for them. We called them our chili peppers. And, second grade, in my opinion, is the best because, they're so much fun and they're eager to learn. And, you know, that was my favorite class when I taught. So since you're second graders, I know I'm going to love working with you. So, anyways, I go to ASU, Arizona State University, and hope to graduate soon. Um, I've designed my website so everything is easy to find. But if you have questions, I have my contact information in the About Me section, so you and your parents or supervisor can get a hold of me. For now, before we start, just get familiar with the site, especially the course requirements. There are two programs that are absolutely required for the class. So make sure you look at those. And I also show you how to create your own class folder where you will put all your assignments and everything. So anyways, make sure you do those things and we'll have a wonderful geometry unit. And just remember that Mr. Rosero is always here for you. Anyways, until next time. Bye.
Okay, that was my little about me video. Hope you enjoyed it. So go to our next slide. Requirements. First and foremost, and this is very important, whenever you see a big red P in anything we do, it means it's best for your parent to come help you. This is very important because what we're doing will be dealing with computer, and you could mess up your computer if you do something the wrong way. So make sure you have a parent to help you if you don't know how to do it. Uh, that's just the way that we make sure that nothing bad happens to your computer as we do our lessons. Now there may be additional things to download as you progress through the unit, but for now you need to have these installed and your class folder created. These are on my website as well. You will need Microsoft Office, Adobe Acrobat Reader, the newest version, DC. Make sure it's the newest version. Sketchbook, which is a drawing tool. You can also use the Paint program in Windows. And then the creation of your geometry class folder. So Icebreaker, we're going to do a little icebreaker. To start off, using your sketchbook or paint program, I want you to draw a picture of something in your house, or it could be outside your house, but that has one shape in it or more than one shape in it. For example, you could draw a picture of a type of food you'd like to eat that has shapes. Draw a picture of a place where people live. You could draw a picture of a TV or iPad or something else. Just so I'll give you a few moments to look around your house and think of something and draw something with shapes in your sketchbook or paint program. Okay, now that you're back, I will do the same. I will hit escape in my keyboard. If you know where your keyboard is, ask a parent, and that will take you away from my presentation. And you can I'll open up my sketchbook. Okay, so I'll be using the drawing tool. So, draw a shape of something. My house has something in it, so, or something that I like, or so let me think. I like a type of food that has this kind of shape. Can anybody guess what that is? It's a type of food. If you said pizza, you're correct. Now, what kind of shape is this? What kind of shape is a pizza? If you said circle, you're correct. Now a pizza also has little shapes inside of it. What are these little shapes inside a pizza? If you said triangle, you are correct. So we know a pizza has a circle and a triangle, and it's a flat two-dimensional shape. Okay, so now we'll think of something else. We'll say, how about this? Okay, what do you think that is? What does that look like to you? If you said a house, you're right. That's a house. Okay, so what shapes do we have? What shape is this one right here? The one where this mouse is. If you said square, you are right. Then what about at the top? What is this shape at the top? If you said triangle, you are correct. So we know that a house has a triangle and a square, and it is a two-dimensional shape. Square and a triangle, along with our circle, are two-dimensional shapes. Okay, we're gonna draw one more thing. Okay, what do you think that is? You said a TV, that's right. Okay, and what shape do you see? What shape is this TV? If you said rectangle, you're correct. And notice it has a rectangle inside and a rectangle outside. Okay, so all of these are two-dimensional shapes. A circle, a triangle, a square, and a rectangle. So consider what you drew and see if you have any of those shapes in there. And those are two-dimensional shapes. Okay, so now when you do that, you can exit your sketchbook or paint, quit. You don't have to save this one, just for practice. And you go back to the presentation, the lesson. You hit play. So now we'll be explaining what two-dimensional shapes. A two-dimensional shape is a flat shape with only length and width. So flat shape with only length and width. So let me ask you this. Where this mouse cursor is this a two-dimensional shape? You know what it is, it's a square. So does a square a two-dimensional shape? If you said yes, you're right. Because it has length and width and is flat. How about this one? This is a cylinder. Is this a two-dimensional shape? Is it flat? No. So it can't be a two-dimensional shape. It's not a flat shape. It's not just length and width. So you said no, you are right. How about this last one? A triangle. Is this a two-dimensional shape? So is it a flat shape with only length and width? You said yes, you are correct. So let's look at more two-dimensional shapes. have circle, triangle, square, rectangle, and hexagon. Now some of these are kind of alike, the square and rectangle are very similar, except the rectangle is longer. So, and it has different sides, different angles. And hexagon, the way you tell if it's a hexagon is you count the sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A hexagon is a shape with 6 sides, and it's also flat and two-dimensional, flat and length and width, a two-dimensional shape. So hexagon, remember, is a shape with 6 sides. So now we will compare those shapes that we have learned. Circle, triangle, square, rectangle, and compare them to new shapes, or 4 more shapes that are two-dimensional, flat with just length and width. So, of course, we did our hexagon with 6 sides. A pentagon. How do we know it's a pentagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So while a hexagon has 6, a pentagon is 5. A parallelogram. So a parallelogram is a shape that is almost like a rectangle, but the lines above line straight with each other, and these do as well, but they do not have the same angles as our rectangle. So a parallelogram is a two-dimensional shape. And then a trapezoid. A trapezoid is like it's almost like a square, right? But it does have 2 equal sides, but the top and bottom are different. So that's how you can tell the trapezoid. So just to know how to compare them by their sides. Okay, for your practice and homework assignments, you will go to the practice section in your class website, or click below, and then do the same for the homework lesson. So let's do the practice together. Okay, so you should already have done this. If you see this P, it means get a parent or adult to help you. So we'll click the download file, and down here something for your parent to read and you to read. We'll download our file. The instructions will tell us how to do this. We'll save it as prac1, and we will save it. I will save it right now in our desktop, but we will be saving it later in your class folder. Okay, so now we will close our internet browser. We hit escape. We will minimize, and we'll go to prac1. Okay, so if you see that it's too small, you can always drag it in the corners to make it bigger. Okay, so we're going to be doing, using Adobe's comment tool, draw a circle around the shape or shapes that match the name. The comment tool. So here on the right is the comment tool. And these are the type of tools that are available. Now remember, this is using Adobe's newest reader. So that's how, if you use a different one, it's not going to be the same. So make sure you download the latest one. So draw a circle. Here's a draw tool. So a parallelogram. Is this one? No. This is a hexagon. Is this a parallelogram? Yes. If you get any messages like this, cancel them. Is this a parallelogram? No, it's not. How about this one? It's almost like a square, right? But it's not. But look how it's very similar to this one. These two lines are parallel, and these two lines are parallel. So the parallel lines this way and right this way tell us it's a parallelogram. How about a triangle, number 2? Is this a triangle? Yes. How about this one? Is this a triangle? No, it is not. How about this one? It is a triangle. It's not like this one, but it is a triangle. It has 3 sides, just like this one. And it has the same similar angles, or different, it has different angles, but it's just the same shape. How about this one? Remember what it was called? This is a hexagon. Is a hexagon a triangle? No. Okay, for this last one, write the name of the shape using the text tool. It looks like a T, and then draw a circle around the shape that matches what you wrote. So the text tool, I'm going to show you where it is. See where the pencil is? You move 2 over, and this T right here, that's the text tool. You click on it. You might get a little something here, like a little taskbar. And you'll click, don't click too close to the line, click higher if possible. Click there, and write the name of the shape. First, look at how many sides it has, and then try to remember, what was that shape called? You said hexagon. You're right. Okay, then it says draw a circle around the shape that matches what you wrote. So, instead of our text tool, back to our pencil, click on it, and let's look at the options. Is this a hexagon? Yeah, it looks just the same. It has 6 sides. It's flat, only length and width. How about this one? No, does not have 6 sides. How about this one? Do you remember what it was called? This one is a trapezoid, but a trapezoid is not a hexagon, so no. How about this one? Do you remember what it was called? It's called the pentagon because it has 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's not a hexagon. So if this is what you drew and what you wrote and circled, you're correct. And you did your first practice assignment. So we'll go to File, Save As, and we'll save it in your folder. Right now, I'm going to save it to my desktop. And then go to the top of your Adobe Reader and quit. Now, go back to your lesson. And there's the link for your homework assignment. So it's the same thing. You will download the file. Make sure you know where you download it to. It should be to your class folder or to your desktop if you don't have it yet. And then this is what you will do. Remember, it'll open up with your internet browser. So you will have to go here, File, Save As, and save it as something into your desktop or class folder. So we'll close our internet browser because we don't want to work in the internet. Okay, so that's it for the lesson. We'll quit the lesson. And we have our homework assignment ready right here. And with the same thing, using the comment tool. Remember, use the comment tool. So that's the first thing you will see. Comment tool, and we'll use the pencil here. Cancel this pencil here, and then the text tool. Just these two tools right now. Text, the add text tool, and the drawing tool. You will be doing the same thing on your own. Once you finish this, you save it, and then you go to my website. You submit it as an assignment and you're done with the lesson. So I hope that you have enjoyed my lesson, and I look forward to seeing your assignments, and I will be doing lesson 2. Thank you very much.